Pakistan's ruling party, PTI, has won the Azad Jammu and Kashmir's parliamentary elections. More in this report. At a press conference, Chief Election Commissioner Abdul Rashid Suleria said the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has won 25 out of 45 seats. He said Pakistan's People's Party has grabbed 11 seats, followed by the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz 6. Suleria added that all Jammu and Kashmir Muslim Conference and Jammu Kashmir People's Party have taken 1 seat each. The AJK Chief Election Commissioner said voter turnout remained 62%. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan thanked people of Kashmir over victory of his party. He said being an ambassador of Kashmir, he will continue to raise his voice on all international forums. Khan said he will ensure that the international community must fulfill its commitment of self-determination to the people of occupied Kashmir. Over 700 candidates contested for 33 seats in AJK's Legislative Assembly and 12 reserved seats for Kashmiri refugees settled in Pakistan. For more on this, we have with us Zartaj Gul, Minister of State for Climate Change from Islamabad. Ma'am, thank you for joining us. Ma'am, these elections were the continuation of the robust democratic rule that the state of Azad Jammu and Kashmir has enjoyed for decades now. How do the people of AJK compare their lives with that of their brethren in the Indian-occupied Kashmir?
You know that Pakistan itself offered to the international community, to the international observer, and to all of the human rights commission in the world to come and visit Pakistan through media. But on the other side of the Indian-occupied Kashmir, there's a blackout, there's no access to the basic human rights, there's no access to the basic human freedom, there's a blackout. So there will be always a comparison, and the international community now acknowledges and they keep an eye on this total region that yes, Kashmiri in Pakistan are far much better living in Pakistan rather than into the comparison of the Indian occupied Kashmir. Yes, yes.
Right. Ma'am, the world has witnessed a marked difference between the two sides of Kashmir, and yet they appear passive in their approach. Why do you think the international community and global forums fail to take actionable steps to end the misery and oppression by the Indian occupying forces?
There are so many atrocities. There are so many mirrors. There is a basic human violation in the occupied Indian Jammu Kashmir. Then why wouldn't the international community wake up and take notice and solve this the resolution or the plebiscite under the United Nations, which United Nations promised itself to the Kashmiri people? The first thing I would say is that unfortunately there is a bias towards all of the Muslim occupied areas. Either it's the Palestine, either it is Rohingya Muslims or the Kashmiri people. There is a huge bias towards things, and maybe it's because there are political settlements between the country. They support each other. There are blocks they support each other, and I think the basic violation that they just get away with that, like the RSS, the dark face of the Indian government, of the Woody government. It's maybe not maybe, but for sure it's because it's a huge economy key, and they don't want to interrupt their relationship due to the Kashmiri people.
Zartaj Gul, Minister of State for Climate Change, thank you for speaking to Indus News.